Welcome to Writer's Life, place where you get the sight, sound, smell, taste of my particular writer's life. Where you get the truth. Yeah, I was wearing this t-shirt yesterday, but I did that guy thing where it's lying on the bed and you just sort of put it on. Anyway, says the guy who still hasn't gotten his tooth fixed yet. It's coming though. And that's when I'll get my rugged good looks back. Anyway, subscribe if you haven't already. Punch the like button. Tap that bell for notifications so that you don't miss out on one single exciting stupid ass video. Alright, stop saying that, Vince. I was thinking about Ukraine for obvious reasons. Thank God they weren't voted into NATO, at least not yet. You can't allow a country that's at war or going through a dispute into NATO anyway. Although all those creeps who run the show are going to do what they want anyway for personal gain, but whatever. Because if say they said, okay, Ukraine can be in NATO right now, Article 5 would be invoked, we'd be in World War III. Simple as that. We're almost there now. Anyway, that's not what this is about. But I was thinking about Ukraine. And I recalled when I was there a few years ago, 3 years ago now, something like that. Well, it was before COVID, so 4 years ago. My guide, I sat down for breakfast with my guide, and he's like, yeah, I want to talk to you. And I was like, what's up? And he's like, why did you become a writer? Like, what made you become a writer? Like, what, out of all the things you could possibly do. And I got to switch hands. I don't know. But that now my hand's in the way. I'll just have to suffer. And I said, well, I can't really point to anything specifically. I knew it in my bones that that's what I wanted to do. And I explained to him all about how I was going to inherit this construction company and be a rich suburbanite guy and all that stuff. And how I did that for a little bit. More than a little bit, like 10 years. And I knew how much I absolutely hated my life at the time. But I was writing in the mornings, getting up at like 4 o'clock and trying to put in a word count, and they sucked. That made it even more frustrating. But I just knew in my bones that that's what I wanted to do, and that's how I would live my life. I wanted to write, I wanted to travel, and I didn't want to be held. I didn't want to have a ball and chain attached to my ankle. And that's what a job is. I knew it was a life of slavery. A job is slavery because, the first telltale sign is who gets paid first when you have a real job. The government. They take the taxes out. They get paid first. Then you get paid. So, and then they hit you up with, at the end of the year, you got to pay, income tax. So you get, and if you own a home, you got to pay, taxes, to the, your local taxes and all that sort of crap. So it's not easy. My way is much better, I think, for me anyway. Works for me. Now the kids are grown and all that, so, I'm not saying my life is, all that great, but it's, I haven't been this free in a long time, and it's a good feeling. But anyway, that's how I explained it to him, and he just still kept looking at me like weird, like, huh? Because I guess I must have been like the first real writer he ever broke bread with anyway, in Ukraine. But anyway, that was just on my mind this morning, so I thought I'd talk about it. All right, hope you guys are having a great day. Looks like it's going to storm again here. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. And ciao, ciao.